Bat Force Radio.
Bat Force Radio is rated M for mature, or should that be immature?
Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps. Grumps and Gramps, tons of laughs with Grumps and Gramps.
Welcome back to another episode of the Grumps and Gramps Show. This is episode number 8. I am Gramps.
Grumps.
And as always, is our man that puts the miles in the aisles, Dunk Dave.
What up, guys?
And Grumps and Gramps.
Man, I just found out that Grumps is broadcasting from the Grumps Cave.
Yeah. Cold down here.
Dude, you actually have like a basement under the ground, like your own bat cave.
Yes, sir. In the southeast corner of the house.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's what I need. They don't have in Texas. There's not a lot of areas that have
no basements. Right?
Basements, yeah. The water level's just too high to do that. So It is what it is. All right. Well, this is kind of a special episode. You know, we're closing out the end of the year, and around this time, we kind of like to do a recap. I guess this is hopefully our first annual Grumpy Award Show with our choices for Figs of the Year.
A lot of good choices too.
Yeah, a lot of great choices, and it's funny how a lot of our choices kind of aligned. We stuck with the 1/12 line. I don't collect anything larger than 1/12. I mean, I have a couple of 1/6, but pretty much I just stay in the 1/12 line just because.
Me too. Yeah,
it's just easier to manage and take photos with, and the price points.
And storage.
Yeah. So we're focusing on the 1/12 line, and so let's get right into it. Grumps, what was your first choice or nominee for Fig of the Year?
I think the first choice has to be the what is it? Okay, Supreme. Holy shit! Supreme Night Batman Mezco 1/12 Supreme Night Shadow Edition. I think that has to be one of mine. Yeah.
And
I've taken it out of the box and I haven't put it back. Usually I store my figures. I put them right back the way I got them, in the box, or I try to anyway. But this guy I've had out and about, upstairs, downstairs. I've taken him, pretty much wherever I go in the house. So I just enjoyed messing around with him.
And that was another reason why I also included him in my choices. One, not just because it's Batman and it's the older Batman, but there's that fun factor, Do you keep coming back to this guy? Yeah, I do, because he's fun to play with. I think when we first talked about him, there's so many options with him. There's the chest pieces that are interchangeable. There's the 5 different head sculpts and all the accessories. And, with this, with the Supreme Night figs, they actually included a wired cape that's interchangeable. I mean, there's just so many options with this dude. I totally agree. I think they knocked it out of the park with this guy.
Yeah, and it comes with the older head, but you're at the limit of your imagination, It doesn't have to be old Batman if you don't want it to be.
No, because the other heads, from like the Sovereign and Ascending, they fit on this as well too.
Yeah. Yep.
That's another cool thing. All right, and staying in that vein, I think we both selected Mr. Doc Knock.
Oh, yeah.
He is a recent addition or release from the Mezco 112th line. He's, part of their original properties for the what is that, the Rumble Society. Yeah, I really love this figure. I didn't know how much I'd like it until I had it in hand. I watched several reviews on it, and until you get this in your hand, you just don't realize how cool a figure this is, because he comes with all these awesome accessories, and like you said, your imagination is the only limit. He's another guy that you can put other heads from other figures and kind of kit bash with them.
Mm-hmm.
They even came out with an accessory pack kit that offered a mask, an all black mask head, like he's the vampire hunter with a little cross on the forehead and some wood stakes.
Cross glows in the dark. The painted cross on his forehead glows in the dark. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. So comes with a comic book.
Yeah, it came with comic book, T-shirt. Which I know some people aren't happy about the swag bundles, but I happen to like the T-shirts that they've been doing.
I really do too. I mean, I wear them.
I wear them all the time.
And I get some guys are like, I don't want the T-shirt, I just want the figure. I was like, well, just sell it. I mean, there's people that sell this stuff on eBay that miss out on it, and maybe they just want the shirt. I don't know. Okay.
What do we got next?
I think another one was, and part of this selection that we came up with was because of the exclusivity. Is that how you say it? Exclusivity? That's a tough word. Hard to find factor.
Yeah. I had 3 beers, so I'm not going to try it.
This dude was hot in the streets and tough to find. And I know I spent many an hour and a lot of gas money trying to find the Cobra Trooper.
That guy.
Oh, man. Crazy.
That guy was a mission from day one.
Yeah, from day one. And, not only was it, just the hunt, but, I mean, they really did a really cool job with this figure. And for the money, for the price point, what was it, like 20, 25 bucks?
20 at Target, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that influences my vote is, for the price point, what's the value that you get out of it? I mean, you could have, for example, the Mezco John Wick figure. It was $120, but when people got it, a lot of people were dissatisfied with it.
Can I interrupt? Like, let's just get this out of the way. That's the worst figure of the year, John Wick.
That's the turd of the year.
The turd of the year. I took an L on that. I sold it at a loss just to get it out of my house.
Oh, it's on the shit list.
Like $20 on that thing. Yeah.
Almost gave that shit away.
Sorry about that, but man.
Yeah. No.
Continue.
There were a lot of people that were dissatisfied with that one.
Yeah.
And that was basically my point. You can spend a lot of money on a figure, but if you don't feel like you get that value and that joy out of it, it's worthless. Versus a $20 figure that, that you could tell that they put a lot of work into the sculpt and creating, something that people want to collect and army build out of it. Yeah.
First of all, thank you, Dunk, for getting this for me.
I got
Putting your
you.
life on the line during COVID to fucking get this
Going to
toy
local
for me.
7-Eleven, getting the deal in the corner.
But yeah, the amount of accessories for since this is basically an army builder, a character that has no backstory, no name. Basically, it's just a regular trooper. But man, the amount of accessories they packed in here, I think there's what 8 or so. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah,
Crazy,
8
man.
accessories.
Yeah, and another cool thing I like about it is that he's got like this armband that
Yeah,
you can designate rank, because if you get several of them, you can only have one that has the armband and the rest are just kind of like regular dudes.
yeah,
Or he's got like the goggles. You could have them all wear goggles. You could only have certain ones wear goggles. So yeah, I mean, very cool. And the only, and it's not a knock against this figure. It's just kind of a knock against Hasbro. They went and they made that a Target exclusive, knowing that it was an army builder, and drove people nuts about this. I mean, I even, had some grown man nerd rage, tweeting about it, only to have them release a variant version of the same figure, maybe with less accessories, coming out in like March. I was like, okay, well played. You got double your money on the same figure.
Yeah.
So,
but what Target did pretty much was like after a couple of Target runs, you gotta start looking for other stuff. Let's be real. It's like, all right, I gotta go into all these Targets. So you start looking, the NECA section.
yeah, you're like, I got to come out with something. I got to come out with a win for all this trouble.
Yeah.
Start buying Hot Wheels, whatever.
Another one that came up as a nominee was the Marvel Legends Shang-Chi. And I really love this figure because, one, I mean, look at the sculpt. I mean, he's got the cool butterfly shoulders that give you a lot of range to make some cool kung fu poses, all the hands. And again, I bought like 4 of these.
Wow.
Yeah, because I wanted to have like kind of like a kung fu club with like him, Matt Murdock, maybe like Matt Murdock doing some training. Like on my shelf right now, I have this figure with a Matt Murdock head posed where he's like meditating.
Okay.
And kind of, just centering himself and focus like you see a few times in the comics. And then maybe with Danny Rand,
Yeah,
Iron Fist, the kung fu dudes. So this was another one that has some great value, and again, they put a lot of awesome work into the sculpt.
Yeah, there's a ton of value. The sculpt, like you said, and the hands, which you could use for pretty much any Marvel Legend.
Exactly. Yeah. Great point. This next one also kind of goes along the lines with the Trooper as driving people nuts trying to find, and probably was one of the most, like as far as flip value, I guess, is that a word now?
Scalp value.
Versus scalp value, what it costs retail versus what people were selling it for, going crazy on the secondary market.
Oh, yeah.
Our Lady, the Baroness.
Wow.
Yeah. I got this figure, and I'm telling you what, man, she is a great looking figure. I mean, they put a lot of work in the face and the glasses and just her suit.
That's one I couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah, she comes with this alternate bicycle helmet head, so you can have her riding the bike. And I'm going to use her with riding other bikes versus whatever that thing is that she came with. I didn't keep that. But as far as like, a female figure, this one It's by far one of my favorites.
Yeah, I haven't gotten this one yet, but it's on the way.
You're gonna like it, man. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
And she comes with this cool Cobra gun that wraps around her forearm.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that was one of
putting
those,
her,
during the summer, like, I mean, between her and the Trooper, like, I'd never seen them in stores. At least in New
No.
York City, anyway.
yeah, I had to, I had to resolve to go into the eBay
Evil
market. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I just couldn't
it
help it,
happens.
man.
Yeah,
And
no, it happens.
And then about the same time that I saw that, artist Mike Mayhew offered some exclusive variants, and I picked up
Oh, wow.
those comics. I love this one.
And yeah,
Oh, that's cool. What book is that?
G.I. Joe.
Okay.
G.I. Joe number 273.
Wow.
And then I
the white
love
suit is
this
cool.
one. She's kind of got an evening gown on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, she has to be nominated for this year because there was just that it factor that, I mean, people were just going crazy to find this figure.
Yeah.
Next up, this one was really, really cool. I'm so glad that this line came out because I think it just calls back to both our childhood and our foundations for the fandom that we have for, the 80s and stuff like that.
The
Thundercats Lion-O.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I know.
So fucking nice.
Grumps, you had talked about how, one of the things you loved was that it's got the removable sword from the...
Yeah, because when I was a kid, we all saw the cartoon, and that's where he stores the sword. And man, I wanted that so bad on the original figure as a kid, and 1980 whatever, so it wasn't gonna happen. But when I saw this, I had to have it.
And I've got these waiting in my loot. I haven't got them shipped yet because.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for those to ship a little bit after Christmas.
Yes.
But the Tigra, Mumra, who else is it coming out with? I think one of the bad guys. Panthro? Yes, Panthro. Man, I can't wait to get them. And then the second and third wave are coming out in 2021. So yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so I went ahead and pre-ordered a bunch of them too because of you. I was like, oh man.
You can't get one.
No, I know, dude. I didn't want to, go down that hole, but I was like, oh, it's Thundercats. And Gramps said you can't just have one. Fuck it, all right, fine.
So, you just can't have one, and they're gonna have Chitara. Here's what I think they're gonna do, man. They haven't announced it, but I bet you they have the Thunder tank, Panthros tank, as a 2-pack with little Snarf.
Yeah.
Because no one really wants to buy Snarf by himself, but you put him with the tank, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's the way I would do it.
Yeah, I got Panther, Tiger, right? And Mumra pre-ordered.
Mumra, yeah. 2 Mumras. There's the small mummy Mumra, the sorcerer, and then there's the big, the big bad. Can't wait to get that guy. So this was also the first year for McFarlane Toys having the DC line. And they came out swinging. And, we talked to Todd on our Bat Force Radio podcast, and he kind of dropped some hints and nuggets, but he didn't really, show the ace up his sleeve because they came out with figures from very recent comics but also some selections from really left field that we didn't expect. And one of those that dropped was the Hellbat.
Yeah. Wow. It's a heavy fig too.
Man, this dude's huge. For a 112 scale, he's
$20.
He's a brick. Yeah.
And at that price point, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And I've seen some people do some cool things where they have like a wired mesh cape instead of, these plastic wings. And it just makes it look even more sick.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah,
I just love
the hands. You're like, this thing is $20. The sculpt work and the weight to it. Whoa.
Yeah. Great figure. And it looks really cool if you posing going up against that Mezco dark side.
Yeah. That was the purpose of the suit, wasn't it? That's when he went to Apocalypse to get Damien, I don't know, reborn or something.
Yeah, he went to get Damien, and I think also Talia on the way.
Yeah.
All right, Grumps, and here's another one from the McFarlane line that I know you are just in love with.
Yeah, the Merciless.
Amazing.
Yeah, the Build-A-Fig from I forget what wave it is. The pieces come with the Crow Robins and Infected Superman and anyway, yeah, it's a recent Build-A-Fig from the McFarlane DC Multiverse, and this is the Batman Wonder Woman mashup.
Right.
Yeah.
How tall is this guy? Because he looks huge.
Oh man, I mean, this is God. Let's see. If you I could do a comparison. I mean, it's I don't know.
Wow.
What is it?
Wow.
So this Mezco Batman is a 6-inch fig.
Yeah.
Carolina the Rock.
What is this? 10 inches or 9 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Now I've seen some people doing some cool things where
It might be 8. Yeah, might be 8 inches tall.
They use that old man Hawkeye with the waving hair and flip out the head.
I forgot. It's funny that now that you bring that up. Sorry to switch gears, but yeah, that head sculpt on this figure looks amazing. That old man Hawkeye.
I think people are buying that 2-pack just for the old man Hawkeye and that specifically for that head.
That's what I did. And I sold the Logan. Like we had that conversation. I sold Logan.
Same.
Kept the extra hands. Yeah, you told me keep the extra hands. So I kept it. And
now what was weird was, it came with the old man Logan, which was a great figure, but I already had like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
From previous waves. I didn't need another one. But my old man Logan, his left leg was slightly taller than the other one, so it was like old leaning Logan. It was weird. I was like, okay, I got to get rid of this guy because I can't use him.
No.
Even for a random in the background, I was like, this guy's trash. All right, moving on. And this one was a surprise, but knowing you, Grumps, I should have expected it.
Oh, The Rock.
No.
That's a great figure, man. Oh man, I'm a fan of The Rock. I'm a fan of wrestling, whatever. And but I don't collect the figures. I'll buy one here and there just for nostalgic purposes, and But yeah, when I got a hold of this one, I was like, wow, the paint was great. Comes with a bunch of hands, the championship belt, the shirt. It's 1998 version of The Rock, and I think it's like 7-inch figure.
Hmm.
It's got all the points of articulation that you could ask for, except one thing it doesn't have is butterfly shoulders, and that's either way is fine. But yeah,
Now,
it's a good.
now, is the shirt cloth?
Yeah, it's cloth shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I
wow, it's
like
cool.
the screaming head because you could put that on like another figure, like someone's in pain or.
Yeah. Getting tortured or something. Yeah.
And the microphone and the belt, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the belt is really sweet, man.
Now here's one that a long time ago, I sent my prayers to the universe and to Twitter, and even on
Twitterverse.
the gram, not expecting this to ever happen, but man, I wanted this to happen so bad. And 2020, even with all its bumps and bruises and bullshit, dropped this on me and answered my prayers with the armored Daredevil.
Yeah. Nice.
And this figure is nice, man. I mean, and again, it's a $20 figure, and the sculpt and the paint application is just on point. It's like part of that retro Spider-Man Marvel Legends wave.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, even though it was a Spider-Man wave, they put Daredevil in it, but he's really the gem of that wave.
Yeah.
And he even comes with like, the interchangeable wrist billy clubs, because in this suit, his billy clubs are like magnetic to his wrist shields. And, you've got the ones he can hold in his hand. Then you also see where you can take his hands off and snap on the secured ones. And the extra Matt Murdock head. That's a plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love this
is
figure.
really cool, man. I remember the book when the books when he was wearing the suit, and I forget the name of the artist and the writer. It was at some point in the early '90s, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. But,
I think Scott McDaniel did most of the art.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was Scott McDaniel. Yeah. But man, that was a really cool suit. I don't know how long it was around for, but it was cool.
It was around for, I want to say maybe like a year.
Mm.
It was from that Fall of Grace run.
Okay.
In the 90s. I'd have to look it up. I mean, I've got the books here, but it was around for about a year.
Have you seen the new Daredevil? Are you up on the latest Daredevil?
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little behind on it because I've been kind of just reading some older stuff. I've collected a lot of the singles and all the trades.
Yeah.
But I am behind on it.
I don't know what's going on. I saw a spoiler. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, no, and I've read like the first, I think, 5 or 6 issues, and written by Chip Zdarsky. And when they first announced that he was going to be doing Daredevil, I was like, "What?
Mm-hmm.
The goofy guy that writes sex criminals and draws, silly innuendo comic stuff is going to be writing Daredevil? What?" But he's really, really doing good. I mean, a lot of people really like the title, and I admit I'm behind. I'm way behind on it. But people are really liking it, and this new issue. There's kind of a big major thing going on with Daredevil. We won't give any spoilers, but
that's one of the few Marvel books that I buy. I'm like you, I'm behind. I got a stack or whatever, but I make sure to grab that because I've been hearing good things for a while.
Mm-hmm. And the art's been really good on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Up
what we got
next was another figure that was highly touted and lived up to its expectations. This line and manufacturer has been really just hitting home run after home run, not only with their 2020 line that they came out, but also for what they've got going on next year. And we've got the Hush
man.
Batman from Metacom in their Mafex line.
That thing blew up the internet.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet figure. Oh man,
I mean,
my wired cape broke, but I still love it.
the fact is that, you know, when did this come out? This came out in the summer, right?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
summertime.
August or something.
You still see this one actively in toy photography photos.
Yeah,
Yeah, hands down. That cape, man. Everyone fell in love with the cape.
yeah. A lot of people are into the wired cape and stuff, and this one is big for those. It's great for those swinging shots or leaping shots or whatever.
It's like it has like a presence to it because of the cape, you know? Like
Yeah.
so much you could do with it.
And then whatever they have going on with whatever technology they're using for the sculpt and the facial, man, these figures that they have coming out now, Metacom, Mayfix, it's like pulled off the page almost. Crazy, like it looks like
Absolutely.
Jim Lee artwork.
One figure that we should have put in the list was also the Dark Knight Returns Mafex. I mean, that one was another very popular figure.
Yeah.
Man, when that thing dropped, that's all I saw on my time feed was picture after picture. I'm still waiting for mine.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
From Japan?
From a certain store that's not a sponsor yet.
Gotcha, okay.
Still waiting.
Gotcha.
All right. Maybe we'll get it by 2022.
With the Batman movie.
Who knows? All right. I think we got a few more here.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's another one that like was on my feed over and over and over again. I was like, Jesus, I had no idea it was that popular.
Dude, even today I saw this a bunch of times.
Yeah, another one out of kind of left field, but I mean, with Mezco, they do have kind of their horror line that I guess they've always had kind of a horror line. I have an old Wolfman from the re-release, from I don't know what it was, 2000. What was that? Mid 2000s, 2008, 9 or 10 or something like that. But really cool figure. And so yeah, he's one of the latest from their horror.
Yeah, they had Silent Screamers, and that's
Silent
probably
Screamers.
the figure that that's probably the figure that you have that you're talking about. And I think this is the first Silent Screamer in the 112 collective. I know they had obviously Frankenstein, but I don't think he was under that Silent Screamer label.
But again, even for the price on this one, comes with all these accessories. The rats, man. The rats. Those rats make it into more photos of mine than anything else.
This was something that I wasn't interested in at first, and I bought it because it's Mezco, and I was like, all right, let me just get it, and maybe I could trade it, for something else. And then I started seeing pictures, and then I got it in hand, and I was like, man, this is really nice. I had no interest in it prior, but yeah, I would definitely put it up there as a figure of the year for sure.
I would get another one if I could. I'd get maybe 2 of them if I could, just to kind of have like a little vampire army.
Yeah.
The
to
rat army.
Yeah. Ooh, man,
Right
if I could
on.
find, yeah. Definitely would have like, a rat army, obviously. But yeah, man, you could have like some cool vampire action going on with this dude, especially if you have like, Blade.
Yeah,
Did you nominate Blade? I thought,
I did. Yeah.
where did that go? I thought I put that in here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mezco MX, Mezco exclusive Blade. That
yeah.
was another awesome figure. I'm really glad I got that one. And I like the fact that it kind of meshes. You can kind of kit bash it with the original Blade that came out.
Yeah. Both of those figures are so great.
So cool. I love the sunglasses.
Damn, they give you like 3 pairs.
Yeah. And some awesome weaponry. And man, sorry, I thought I had that in the list of available photos, but again, Blade, the MX Blade, that's another one that we liked.
And that came out pre-pandemic. I think it came out like February or something.
Oh
And
man.
just all year long, like that's one figure that I've taken out and messed with and put it back and then take it out again, and I just gravitated to it. They did a really great job with that.
Yeah. And he's another one. I mean, if you've got the money to burn, you can make a cool, army build, like, some soldiers out of him and whatnot.
Yeah, that's great articulation too.
I really liked his, like, his chest piece armor. You can actually take it off, but I was taking it off and kind of putting it over other figures and whatnot. But man, it's really done well. I really like that figure. Okay, and here's the last one. I think Grumps, you nominated this one, and again, it's a recent release, very recent release.
Gomez of Death, yeah. Wow, I mean, I guess this is a Bruce Lee, homage or whatever. I just, I've been buying the Gomez figures not because I was into the character, because I was, you could just pop a different head on and pop a skull head or any other head that you have, whatever. And I got this one, that's what I figured, whatever. And this is the figure that got me into the Gomez character, and I already have 5, 6 of them. But they gave you, such a cool package with a bunch of different heads, and even there's 2 extra heads that aren't even pictured here. They have one is a battle damage head and has like a little attitude to it, and I was like, I don't know, this is the figure that made me really like Gomez. And it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
So the head that's shown here, those eyes light up, or not?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't.
Oh, I thought they did. Okay.
That is the Gomez Hazard Squad command is gonna come with light up eyes.
Oh, okay, that's the one. Okay.
But the head to the right, picture to the right, has a little battle damage. It's got like a black eye and some blood on him.
Okay.
This is this is Mezco's most posable body. I'm pretty sure this is the body they used on Blade. So the most articulated body that they have comes with I don't know how many accessories.
It makes me wonder why. Yeah. It makes me wonder why they don't use this buck for almost every figure.
I wish.
I have to assume maybe it's a price point thing for that specific buck. There's a lot of people that like this guy. I actually have one myself. I haven't opened it yet.
Okay.
This will be my first Gomez that I've purchased. And I just want to see what it's all about. I do like the fact that it's kind of a, like you said, a Bruce Lee homage.
Yeah. Well, now people are looking for Bruce Lee head sculpts and stuff like that. I've seen a couple already.
Of course. Yeah.
So,
cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost nothing you can't do with this guy, in terms of posability and fun factor and stuff like that. And again, what you get for the money is just incredible. I mean, we don't even have all the accessories, here on this shot.
Yeah, he comes with like a full gamut of like, throwing stars and swords and blades and all sorts of shit.
Shit you can't possibly use, but they just pack it all in there.
Yeah. And like you said, he comes with 2 extra heads that were kind of a surprise.
Extra, on top of that, yeah.
And those have like, it's the same head, but with like black eyes. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So those are our nominees. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tough. All right, Grumps. Who's your top 3?
Oh, all right. Supreme Knight, Cobra Trooper. Oh man. And Supreme Knight, Cobra Trooper, and I'll go with the Gomez of Death.
Okay, Dunk.
It's huge. I got to go with the Mafex Hush Batman.
Okay.
Number 1. And I have to go with the Supreme Knight, and then I have to go with Cobra Trooper.
Nice.
Because that dude was a pain in the ass, man.
He didn't defeat you, though. He didn't defeat you.
Nope, I didn't give up. Never surrender.
Dunk is undefeated in the streets.
If it's out there, I'm going to find you.
All right, I'm going to go with Azrael.
Oh, man, I forgot about that guy.
All year long, I've been saying this guy, for the price point and just the way that, the sculpt. I mean, he's even got like a little cross dangling off his waist chain. I mean, that little detail in the flaming sword. I mean, it's just so cool.
Such a dope.
Dunk, you have 2 of those, right, Dunk?
They got 2 of those.
You liked it that much. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's our Murph dog.
Yeah.
So Azrael is 1. I've got to go with Shadow Knight Batman. And gosh dang it. I feel like Lion-O. Just
wow.
I mean, that's just, maybe it's nostalgia, but man, I'm so excited that they're doing this line, and not just doing it where they look cool, but they're articulated really well and come with some awesome accessories so that you could make some really cool photos with those.
Dude, from top to bottom, those figures, the packaging that they come in, and everything is just top notch about it. You feel like you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
With that, Thundercats line.
How about like honorable mentions?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
What you got, man?
You brought the Azrael out of nowhere. I'm like, oh man, how can I not think about that?
Honorable mention. If I could say one, it's one that I got recently. It was Kang from Marvel Legends. Kang. Really nice figure.
Let's see.
I gotta go with the one that I've been going crazy about the last couple of months,
Oh, let's hear
and I almost gave up. I was like, I don't know,
it.
15 different WalMarts. Failed and continued to fail, but I was like, whatever. I go to Walmart every day. I'm gonna find it eventually. Black Friday, I decided to stop at Walmart to use the bathroom, and I was like, well, I'm here. Let me just walk around and see what I can find. I think I found two of the dopest honorable mentions, I guess. I finally found the Grim Knight
Nice.
with, I don't know, there's something about Batman and a boatload of guns, or Punisher Batman, whatever you want to call him. And then I also found, I haven't even opened this one yet, the Deathstroke.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know. And then the other figure that drove me nuts, and I think another honorable mention, what sucks about it is I didn't know this one was getting released because there's another release in January with Unmasked, but picked this up on Sunday, the Thomas Wayne.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sweet figure.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I went gun happy this weekend. But the Thomas Wayne, I think the second one's coming out January 2021, and it's gonna be unmasked and with the sword.
The sword, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I guess those three that I picked up this weekend are honorable mentions because I can't stop looking at them.
What about the Devastator? Did you get that one?
No, I haven't picked up Devastator.
Oh, dude, you need that one. That's a fucking good one too.
I'll find it. I'll find it for
So-
$15.
My honorable mention is Pinky Pig. You know,
Okay.
just got a new puppy, and he loves Mr. Pinky Pig.
That's
the figure of the year.
So
okay. I'm down with it. I'm down with Pinky.
can't wait to get him in some photos. And
well, we're gonna hold you to that now.
so I'm gonna have the little guy really loves Pinky Pig, so that's what I got, man.
All right.
I haven't walked down those aisles. So I gotta see what's there.
Donk's gonna be hunting for dog toys now.
Hey, I mean, you're the one that shops for Barbie now. You're turning into a Barbie fig hunter.
Yes, yeah. The other day I went to Target and I got a Marvel Legends Gambit and I got a Barbie extra doll with all types of crazy accessories that are gonna end up on my floor. But fuck it.
Hey, you know what? I can't say nothing. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a female cousin, a girl cousin that, she and I were about the same age. So we kind of had to, she would play Transformers with me and I'd play Barbie with her. So, it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Life starts at an early age.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's our 2020 figs. Real quick, what are you looking forward most in 2021?
Is it like things that we know are releasing or things that we hope will release?
That are releasing.
Right?
Yeah. That are coming out.
Dunk said a good one.
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, that's early in the year too, but it's tough because God knows what else comes out. We had no idea we were gonna have the year we had with figs, especially through a pandemic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it slowed down a lot of the releases,
Yeah.
I know for a fact what I'm most looking forward to is the Mafex Dark Knight Returns 2 set with the Batman and Carrie Kelly. I've been waiting for so long for someone to actually
They have
Carrie
a date for
Kelly.
that?
Huh?
They have a date out for that already?
I think it's in the fourth quarter, which means that it may actually be a 2022 release, but they actually have it, set for 21.
Yeah.
Pre-orders in. Yeah, I need to get that one. I guess I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with you on that. I can't wait for that.
Man.
I need more Carrie Kelly.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do Carrie
what do I
Kelly,
got?
come on, guys. You gotta start doing the rest of the Robins. Like, I want like a solid Damian, Nightwing.
McFarlane's coming out with the Damien.
Yeah, he's coming
21.
out.
With that too.
And Jason.
McFarlane's not around.
I got one that's, I don't know, kind of out of left field. Well, kind of not. But I don't know. I'm really looking forward to that Iron Fist from Mezco.
Oh, yes.
Because I got the Gomez of Death, and I got Shang-Chi, and I have a bunch of Daredevil figures, and the Hand Ninja's coming out. So
when is the Mr. Freeze coming out for Mezco?
Yeah, shit. That's got to be next year. KG Beast is coming out soon, in a couple of weeks. I'm getting the previews exclusive. Sovereign was this Supreme Night Saturday. I'm getting that. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So KG Beast will probably be the last figure released by Mezco this year. So Mr. Freeze probably in the winter. No pun intended.
Seems about right. Seems appropriate.
Yeah, fitting, right? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just like like you said, during the fucking pandemic, all these figure releases, hot and heavy at times. It's been a good year for figures. I'm sure there's a boatload that we forgot, but
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Well, I think that's a pretty good stopping point. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah,
Hit that subscribe button. Give us a comment. Give us a like.
Yes.
Tell us what you don't like. Tell us your nominations.
Yeah, please.
That'd be all. That'd be really cool to see in comments. Tell us your nominations for Figs of the Year.
Things that we don't collect or whatever, or we maybe left off, or let us know.
All right. Well, for the Bat Force, thank you very much, and peace out.
Be out.
Peace.